Are you ready to be drafted into the U.S. Selective Service? Well, guess what? Whether you are a man or a woman, they are now setting us up to be drafted and be part of the U.S. military. I want to break down what's going on, but what bill just passed in the House of Representatives and why this bill, for some, is somewhat concerning. Because this means now that every 18 to 24-year-old male will automatically be registered for selected service, but women could be next.
Alright, so everybody is aware at this point about what's going on in Iran. Everyone is aware at this point that we are about to start World War III, but the one thing I don't think anyone is talking about is the fact that there's about to be a draft. And I am not saying that to fearmonger. I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I'm not saying that for any other reason other than logic. The country that we would be allied with is currently doing absolutely despicable, committing atrocities over in their lands, to the point where the entire world is protesting against it. They are not going to get the bodies they need to get on the ground or just for a war. They're not going to get the numbers that they need. They're already trying to recruit like crazy. That's not going to happen. So the only people that are going to be joining are going to be the mag gents. But the mag gents are weak, wimpy little men. They're not going to volunteer. Some of them will, absolutely, because there are a lot of red hats in the military. My ex is military, okay? I get that, but not enough of them. So they're going to have to draft. So just bear that in mind, because I feel like that's something we need to talk about.
Wait, I have a serious question. If the United States drafts Americans, typically they would be drafting Gen Z, right? So who do they expect is going to fight this war for them? Because the majority of Gen Z doesn't support Israel. Like, that's kind of when you know you've reached the end of an empire, I guess you could say. I could almost guarantee that Gen Z would be fighting against Israel and the United States and helping out Palestine and Iran if they were drafted.
Who getting drafted? Who? Me? Hell no. I'm not doing that shit. Is you fucking crazy? I don't give a rat's ass if I'm gonna be considered guilty of treason or if I'm thrown in jail. I'm not fighting no fucking war for the United States. I'm not fucking doing it. Not in this lifetime. Hell no. You'd have to drag me out of this bitch with me screaming, hollering, crying, throwing up. And I'm still not going. I would kill myself before I ever hop on a motherfucking military base for the United States, or just period in general. No disrespect to anybody who is in the military. I just know I'm not built for that shit. I'm not a war person. I'm not doing that shit. And you telling me that I'm drafted and I gotta go? I'm gonna look at that paper and I'm gonna rip that bitch up and throw it in the fucking trash. I'm not going. I'm not going. If that means that I'm gonna have to be thrown in jail so that Big Papa can make me his bitch, okay. I will gladly do that before I ever hop on the front lines of a dumbass war that, mind you, wouldn't even exist. Oh, let me not go into this right now. Yeah, so they can miss me with that shit. Pass that to the next person, because I'm not doing it. Wrong one. Not me. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm not dying for Israel. Fuck that. I will take the time in federal prison. I do not care. If it comes to a point where we have to get drafted and we are getting sent to the Middle East, lock my ass up.
I'm saying all these bullshit posters that you talking about some World War III this and draft this, and I'm gonna be real, I ain't going no motherfucking where. I don't give a fuck who you draft. Don't draft me. The shit that ain't got shit to do with me, cause I don't know what the fuck America want from a nigga like me, cause y'all already ripping us off from money schemes and all other shit. Now y'all trying to take a motherfucker in to help go to war for y'all fucking fight that we ain't got shit to do with. Man, fuck y'all.
I feel like if there was another United States military draft, 90% of the people drafted are not going. We're not fighting for this war that we have nothing to do with and that we really don't want to be a part of. Because what the...
Guys, I done got that call. You may know what that call is, but I ain't even gonna say it. But I got that call. They need me there effective immediately. It's going down. I literally jinxed myself. I didn't think this shit was for real. And they said I ain't got no choice. So when I told you guys that I was about to be ABC News, this shit is real. I'm trying to broadcast all this shit. Mind you, I'm at work doing my due diligence, doing what I do. Talking to the buddies, and I get the phone call. I'm hello, mind you, this is not a saved number in my contacts. I'm hello, who this was? They said, yeah, this, woo, we need you here, this, that, and the third. I hung up because why is you playing on my phone? And then I get a call for somebody that is actually known to be a contact on my phone. So I'm like, okay, this must be for real. The ass ain't playing. That said contact proceeds to say, why did you hang up the phone? Do you know who you just hung up the phone? No way, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I don't know who the hell that was. It's an unsaved number. And he proceeded to tell me who it was. My heart was in thy ass because thy ass was finna get kicked. They said, we need you here at this amount of time, on this date. Don't be late, bring your ass. It's about to go down. Me? Little old me. I was just at work, brother. I'm confused. Whole trajectory of my day, it just changed off of one phone call. That's how it gets. Shit, you gotta be waiting. Now I'm scared to the bit.